It's your boy, Young Kiyoma, aka I spent 1 hour in a dungeon just before this, aka I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, aka Nick, and who are y'all?
Hey, bro, it's your boy Phable, aka Prince Javon, aka he's kinda tilted. What's happening?
And it is your third host, Josh, aka JC, and welcome back to Tower Talk, episode 41, season
5.
Yes, sir. We in here, bruh. Back from the holiday break. What's
Whichever one of y'all
happening?
edits this, not to be a dick,
Mhm.
but I feel like that 5 should be like echoey or something.
Okay.
Just because I don't know.
Five.
Yeah, like
Season
season 5, I don't
5,
know. What the
episode
five.
41 of the podcast. We're almost at episode 50. We should do something special for that, but I don't know what.
Oh, yeah, we gotta think about something like
We'll
that.
have to think of something as the season goes on.
Yo, guys, episode 50, we found a dead body.
We
What
found a
y'all
dead body in a mine shaft, no less.
in a mine shaft. The mine shaft is haunted.
Live on
We're black.
stream.
What are we doing here? Nobody knows.
Oh my god, the Keemstar voice.
What is going on, guys? Found a dead body in a mine shaft, haunted mine shaft. We're all black. What are we doing here? Nobody knows.
Now let's get right into it. like what? What is wrong?
And then
Now
he
on
goes to go
today's
talk.
next
Let's go talk about
subject.
some sports, guys.
Now on to today's next subject. Did you hear that actually one of us may be a ghost ourselves? Didn't think about it like that, did you?
Ooh.
Who knows? Anyways,
What?
back to you.
Back here in
Bruh.
the studio, Ghost of Christmas Past. It just stops making every single sentence. Just like makes less and less sense.
Yeah.
The ghosts actually
Progressively.
have COVID since before it was even found.
The ghost had COVID. Oh, shit. Don't say that shit. They'll start putting that bitch on the news for real.
They will.
Mhm.
They will because they'll get clicks.
Like, spectral COVID is rampant in the United States. Fucking what? What does that even mean?
Spectral.
If you are a ghost, beware. You might be able to come back to life and die again from this one
Bruh.
strand. Like, nigga.
Just a random vase just falls. Like, what, nigga?
that him dropping the vase, like, what the fuck?
It's like, bruh, ghosts.
Oh shit.
But yeah, we back. Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
Actually, hold up. I want to read some comments.
Okay.
There's not a lot of comments, but
Wanna read some
I don't know.
comments?
Maybe we should just
Hell yeah, we read
shout
it.
out.
Yeah, go for it.
Just people that commented. So
We chilling.
so this is from like some older promo, not today's promo, but some older promo. But we have a dude commenting under our our future writers, to all our inspiring
boy.
writers,
Oh boy.
and it's a little like thread post.
Yeah.
So let me read it real quick.
Yeah.
Considering this has 47 likes, while My Hero Academia has an insanely large fan base that spans continents,
Uh-huh.
I'd rather write My Hero Academia than make an unconstructive critique for internet clout.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. That's directed towards me, by the way. I got you, nigga. I get it. I'm here for it.
The next comment is
Okay.
nothing is wrong with it. I don't get it. Question mark. I
Okay.
agree. Okay, buddy. My Hero fandom is the worst fandom there is.
Okay.
Yes,
It's not
I
about the fandom. It goes
100
deeper than that, but whatever. Let's continue.
I 100% agree with that. No, the fandom sucks, like really bad. I
It does.
agree.
It's true.
Not the whole fandom, but no, I'm talking about the bad side of the fandom. Yeah, you're true. And
this
that's
is this is a fucked up game of telephone, because if you
Wait.
think about it, this is how words get misconstrued. When did I ever mention the fandom in the original clip? Go watch it.
exactly. You didn't even touch them.
That wasn't
bro.
about the fandom. That was about the fact that My Hero Academia just took
Yeah.
Dragon Ball,
Stop.
kiddified it,
Stop.
and then said, "Hey, we got
Sir,
someone." on
Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
So, anyways,
Let's
so how
go
y'all
to-
been?
Wait, before we go, we
Oh,
got actually
brother.
Yeah, I was about
better.
to say, so we
got
got to
better
talk about
comments.
this.
Oh, brother.
We got some better comments though.
Okay.
Besides all of that, so this is from Maddox. I guess shout out to you, homie. He says, "Bruh, you guys are so funny. I'm sure you'll get super famous one day."
Oh fuck.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
all fun.
That's not super Maddox. Yo, that's not the goal, nigga.
We don't want to get there.
Oh shit.
And then
If I get famous, I did that shit wrong.
our last
Oh,
one
damn.
is from PJ underscore Acosta 20 underscore.
That's crazy. Okay.
I
And
was
he
about to cry.
says-
I was like, I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
Like,
Look.
He just starts
And he's-
slandering you. He's like, yeah, this message is from PJ, aka Phable. He said something super racist.
Bro, look at this.
Okay.
He says, quote unquote, PJ question mark. I don't know why.
is that it?
I don't know why. I think he got offended, or he's
No,
just
I don't think you
questioning why
got
his
offended.
name
I
is
think
being
it was
brought
just.
up,
I think it's
or
just like
what?
a. I think it's just like a. There's another one.
I mean, look, all I gotta say is this.
Oh, shit.
Whoever was born first gets dominance. You're not gonna bait me into saying my birthday though. You can have it.
So you
Dang,
can
got
have
him.
Nah, I'm just
Got
fucking
him.
with you. I was here first.
I've
Got
been
him.
here. I always been here.
Oh,
Like Soldier Boy, I
Oh.
made that.
I always been here, boy.
Drake.
When was you born? Forever.
When was you born? Forever. Damn.
When was you born? Forever.
That's comedy, bro. Yeah.
What was your
yeah, that's-
birthday? Like,
Oh God.
like,
Like, no Yagami.
nah,
Just
bro.
like-
Light, just
just
straight
like-
light.
Just like
Light like the sun? Nah, before that,
No.
I'm talking like light.
light. The concept.
There was light, then there was me.
No, that was me. Then there was light.
Whoa there, bud. You want to chill out, folks.
You have to chill out. Oh,
Yeah.
Alright.
That's it.
God damn.
Just wanted to.
That was a
DJ
good little
question
roundabout.
mark,
That reminds me
question mark.
of my favorite hate message I ever got.
Oh lordy.
Was from a song that I took off SoundCloud, not because of the hate message, but because I thought it was shit.
I'd have took it off because the hate message to my pussy. Nah, I'm playing.
But nah, his shit was fucking hilarious. He said this is what it sounded like when a Tomodachi Life character sing. And that shit was so fucking funny to me.
When a what?
Tomodachi Life. It's a game on the 3DS with like Mii's.
I feel like I know exactly what you. Yeah, I feel like I know what you're talking
And I thought that shit was hilarious.
Damn, bro.
So shout out to that nigga. I don't remember who left that comment. I should have written it down because that nigga's funny.
All right.
Little side note before we get started.
Mhm.
Rage Jug Alt F4
Yes, sir.
actually added me back.
Yep. Added him on
Oh.
Steam. Yep.
I had that nigga on
Oh.
Steam.
Shout out to Rage Jug all that for. He doesn't know that we're
I gotta
building.
text him
he
like one of these times and be like,
yeah.
"Yo,
Can you come on
so
the
you're kind of like
podcast?
goaded. Yeah, you're kind of like goaded. And how would you feel about going on
How would you
the
feel about it?
podcast?
Because you're kind of like a living legend on
Kinda like a legend on the
in our
podcast,
lore. So like, could you pull
How
up
do
for
you
the
feel
one
about how do you
time
feel about living up to that legend?
of being the greatest Titan to live?
Like, God dang, bro.
You are the best Titan I've ever seen. What if he's like, no, I don't main Titan though.
If he doesn't main Titan, I'm gonna be actually scared.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't main Titan and he's that good, he'll be like a Warlock main, and then,
I'm scared to see what that is.
yeah, I don't want to see what that is.
And if he's a hunter, I'm especially scared because at that point I'm like, you know what, you might just be the best. So
Wow.
Like, yeah, so you want to ones? What are those ones? What are those? Do you want to do a 1v1? I'm not following.
sorry, I am.
Do you want to do? Yeah, I don't do that.
1 + 1 = 2. Is that what you're asking?
So no, not mathematics.
Sorry, I don't.
I would
I
never.
don't know what
I
you're
would never
referring to.
1v1 that guy.
No,
I think
I
that's the
wouldn't.
only person that I'd be like,
Not even
yeah,
on his
you got
Titan.
it.
Like no, you can be fucked up.
Josh would though.
Josh would.
Josh totally would.
Josh 100% would. We should get him on so that Josh can challenge him to a 1v1.
Play Destiny 2 again? Yeah, I don't know.
You talking about George Kun? Because
No, I'm talking about you.
Come on, you.
I'm not good, bro. I am.
That's
not
what he always says. He says that every single.
He says that about everything.
Every single time. And then
PJ,
as
you
soon as
win
you see
every
that,
1v1.
yeah, and guess what I do? Guess what happens whenever I win that bit?
Mm-hmm.
Get my ass beaten halfway through because for some reason this nigga only hits headshots.
Nah, I'm trash.
No, I'm trash.
Hell
I'm
no.
trash.
Josh is
You always
rusty
say
at
that shit.
best.
You always say that shit about everything. Oh, I'm bad at
Or
this. I'm
rusty
bad at
at
this. Shut the
worst.
fuck up.
Josh play that game consistently, bro. It's scary. I'm like, yo, this thing rare shotgun. That's all I got to say.
Unbelievable.
All right.
I had to put you in a locker, you fucking nerd.
Oh,
Damn, like that?
Davey,
Are we bringing that back, bro? Because I think I don't know. Something about calling niggas nerds now. It's just like
I
hits
love
different for some reason.
all of those. I call people nerds. I call people dorks.
Nah, I don't do dork. I just say nerd.
I call people geeks.
This
I still be saying nerd. I get called a geek by my parents because I be talking about computer shit. And they're like, "Oh, you're such a geek." I'm like,
Shut the
"Hey, hey, hey."
So how are y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Can I elaborate?
Look, all right. All seriousness, I'm good. I'm great. Life is good.
Whoa.
Great.
Okay.
It's great. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. Like all seriousness, yeah. I've been grinding, bro. I've been grinding like to the point where I didn't even realize it, but I recorded 2 videos in one day and edited 2 videos in one day. So I have never done that in my life. So I don't know. It just feels different nowadays. So yeah, been pushing it, trying to get things done, trying to improve the little small details, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just with my personal life and the people around me and
Mm-hmm.
thinking differently and trying to maximize time and all this other stuff. So yeah, life's good, man.
You're trying to maximize time. I just spent an hour in a dungeon that we didn't even finish. We are not the same.
God.
Oh, God. Well, Nick, on that note, why don't you elaborate on not being the
Okay,
same, like-
I'm not gonna go into detail on that. I'm just tilted. But I'm chilling, man. I've been working on I'll say it on the podcast now. I've been working on a tape that I don't think. Well, no, I'm not gonna say I don't think. I twisted my words around there. I don't think it shouldn't be out by the end of January. If it isn't out by the end of January, something has gone wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, I plan on dropping at the end of January. I might drop a single this month before it happens, but if it don't, then whatever.
Felt that.
I mean,
Okay.
I've been chilling on. I've been streaming. I started speedrunning Guitar Man again.
Nice.
I mean, I don't. Ain't much. I've been playing a lot of 14 as well. I've been playing a lot of 14. Possibly too much 14. But you know, we're just gonna act like that isn't the case.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't got much to talk about. I mean, we got stuff we're gonna talk about in the podcast that like I did do, but like it's not. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
And what about you, PJ?
I was gonna actually, because I didn't know if I like hijacked Josh's, if he had anything else to add.
No, you good. I was chilling. I was done.
I've been making it, I guess. Not bad or nothing, obviously, but it's like, you know, kind of just trying to, in the same vein as Josh, like maximize my time, I guess. Realize how hard it is in some areas to do that, but you know, still got to try, I guess, because what's the alternative? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Still working on although it should be done. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. It should be done around the 15th, or not around. Should be done by the 15th of February. The Stream Team tape, Volume 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sick.
which is gonna be. I don't know how I'm gonna manage it yet, and that's the only thing. It should be done out as soon as possible after the 15th, but finished by the 15th for sure. I need to get that. But I do want to help. It's specifically made for streams, so I don't want like low-key, I don't really want like DMCA shit. Like I don't want no, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be anything where it's like, oh, someone was playing or whatever. It's like that's what it's for, dumbass. Yeah, like, that's why. Why do you think it's called a stream?
That's why I made it.
Like, the name says it. So, there's gonna be some tracks that aren't gonna be on there, but I will have made for other people. I don't think that Esper's is gonna be on there, just because I don't want hers to be accessible to other people.
That makes sense.
But for the vast majority, like they should all be there.
Nice.
And it'll be for streams, or like maybe like montages, like just content ready stuff.
Yeah.
And then moving forward, I'm probably going to continue doing that for a little bit.
Just every now and then, just in between projects or something, just drop one of those.
Yeah, just in between projects, just drop the like a content friendly, I'll say, like tape. So that way, you know, no offense, but that way not everyone is walking around with like, you know, the same fucking lo-fi or like the same. I don't actually want, the thing about it is I don't want it to be just lo-fi either. While I do believe like lo-fi is cool and it's chill, I feel like it'd be more individualized to the people that I'm helping, like the teams and stuff, like you guys, or like shouts out Visor Rod on Twitch, or Esperload on Twitch, like just my team and my friends, more individualized to y'all, so that way whenever you guys are streaming, not saying you can't use other people's stuff, it's not like that, but it's like at least then you'll have something that not everyone else is using. So, you know, just something along those lines.
Dope.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. I kind of got sidetracked for a little bit. I'm not going to hold you by making some not for the tape beats. But other than that, I have still been doing pretty much 2 tapes. It's just that one of them is not going to be done until I have no clue. But
Eventually, it'll come out.
But, oh no, I'm gonna release it if I can get it done by the end of this year. That would be great, but you know, not rushing that thing at all. Especially because, like, I mean, y'all have seen the last beat that I did that I showed y'all. That was like, I feel like is my best, well put together one. If I could get a tape full of that, nah, I don't care how I have to get it. But if I can get a tape full of that, that's like, why would I do anything else?
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Respect. Okay. All right. We want to transition to some tech.
You can get your tech stuff going. Go ahead. Go for it.
All right. I got a crap ton, so I'm gonna just speed through these hoes real quick. Get this out of the way. All right. First up on the list, we got Mr. Nutty, or actually known as Nutty. He is a streamer slash YouTuber who does tech on OBS live. So if you are trying to get into the streaming space, hit up his channel, Nutty, on YouTube. He's a cool streamer as well, and he's low-key underrated. And if you pull up on his Twitch, he'll be actually answering questions for anyone who's new to streaming and stuff and wants to get into that space. Just recently, I did a rebrand, changed some of my stuff, got some tech how to do stinger transitions. He actually is a coder for his actual job, so he made a WebM converter, which is actually legit because I think WebM converters are hard to find. So the fact that he was able to code one is really dope. So um, that is on his one of his stinger transition videos. So if you check that out, you should find it. But yeah, if you're trying to get into all of that, check him out. Next we got Inkscape. No, it's not Inkscape. No, it's Inkscape. My bad. Inkscape and HitFilm Express. So Inkscape is pretty much a free alternative to Photoshop. You trying to get Photoshop? Don't want to deal with Adobe? Adobe. Then check out Inkscape. It's free.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I
It
hate
was just a
Adobe right
pause.
now.
It was just like, Adobe. I said, damn.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't want to
shit.
pay $20 a month and waste your time and your money, bruh. Pull through on Inkscape. Free alternative. We also, on that note, we have Hit Film Express, which is another free alternative if you're trying to get into editing. I found this to be more easier to do stream alerts, which I was using it for. I was able to use a alpha mask uncompressed AVI format. Long story short, just a way to condense my stream alerts and make it where the background is transparent. And that was like a problem. I want to upgrade my stream alerts. And as I get into motion graphics in my graphic design course, I want to do more animations and stuff. So that's going to be helpful when I get to that point. But either way, yeah, free alternative if you're trying to get into editing stuff. Next on the list, we got DT700 Pro X's. PJ, you might have heard of this, but it just came out, I would say, a couple months ago. And from the reviews I've heard, even from In the Mix, they said this is the better version of the DT770 Pros that I currently have and PJ has as well. So if you guys are looking into getting to like audio and you don't know a lot about it, I should definitely recommend the DT700 Pro X's. They're a great starter, and plus you don't need a headphone amp with the Pro X's now. So
They
they just
wireless?
yeah, they're also I
Yeah.
think they're wireless. I think I might don't quote me, but I know you could detach the cable now.
I'll just
So
keep the cable. Do you know MSRP?
they're actually 300 from what
Okay,
I'm
that's
seeing on
not.
Amazon. Yeah, and they're closed back as usual. And yeah, they got rid of the ohm stuff, so you do not need a headphone amp to power them. And I think they fixed the S problem, the S sibilance problem with the 770, and they also fixed the mid frequency range where it's kind of mushed in a way. So, and I heard just other great reviews about it. So
Hmm.
I plan on like saving up for it in the near future. So,
What a fucking talker, bro.
bro, I put him on game. You know what I'm saying?
This dude, Josh, he just goes, man.
Hey, bro, why y'all not sponsoring or hiring my boy? Like, what's going on?
He's just.
Somebody got to know somebody who's in like. Come on now, like sponsor my boy. You see this man on stream.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know this
One
man's
day.
on YouTube. Like, come on, bro.
One day,
It's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah. And I got 3 more. I promise. I'm gonna
Oh,
just get this out
shit.
the way. I'm
Okay.
sorry. It's been stacking up.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got next up video proc. So I know everybody and their mama does YouTube to MP3 converter. We're not new. That stuff, it's annoying because sometimes even the websites that I use, they just be like not working. So I found
Yeah.
an alternative. It's a free alternative. It's called VidProc or Video Proc and PROC. If you search it up, you'll be able to find it. Now they do have a pro version, but you can still use it without the pro. I've been using it to trying to download, green screen effects from our videos and all that stuff. So it's been helpful. I will say that one downside is it's debatable whether it's faster than like the website version, that you usually search up and go to, but it still works and it's the one that works for my MP4 conversions cuz MP3 I'm good, but when you try to do MP4 on these websites, they just don't ever work. So, I highly recommend it if you're trying to escape all that BS. All right, next, humidifiers. Christmas just passed. Guess what the boy got?
Oh
Humidifier.
shit.
Come on, bruh. I've been actually
Question.
wanting one for a while. Yeah.
Is a humidifier that's like the thing that takes the moisture out of the room or adds the moisture or like adds moisture to the room?
It adds moisture to the room.
Okay, I'm gonna need one
Um,
of them.
yeah, so it's definitely worth it. I got mine from JC Penney for like $58.
Hmm.
I will say, depending on your room, if your room's pretty small, you'll be able to. You have to look at the sizes. My room's huge, so that's the only downfall. So I have to have it right next to me as I go to bed. But if you don't know what it, like PJ said, pretty much just add the mist to the room. It softens up the air. So if you have sore throat issues, you got a cough, whatever the issue is with your sinus, it clears that up. And I tested this out because I had a stuffed nose, and overnight it just went away, like no cap. Now, again, if you want the whole room kind of like pretty much moisturized, please look at your room and then look at the size of the humidifier, and then you'll be able to judge how big you want the humidifier to be. But yeah, uh that's that. Next, last but not least, we got iObit uninstaller and
Oh,
CC
IOBIT.
cleaner. Yeah, so you use that?
I use both of those.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, pretty much those, the uninstaller, the iObit, it's pretty much an installer, but I think it's a little bit more advanced. You can also do features that they have from CC Cleaner, which is like clean up your registry, cleaning up unwanted files, yada yada yada, stuff like that. And it's just more in depth. I've been having problems with Adobe because I had Adobe Premiere Pro 2021 and I uninstalled it on the control panel, and then somehow it's still there. And I'm like, nigga, why? Leave. Because they
There are
had
some
the
games like
Adobe.
that too.
Yeah, like,
That are
and
really
it's like
fucking
they don't
annoying.
completely get rid of it.
Hmm.
So I just installed Adobe 2022, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I used that, cleared it up, no more problems with that. Really easy. Yeah, so definitely recommend it. It's free. And then you also have CC Cleaner. I've been having like blue screening problems with my computer, and I found out it was like some hardware issues with my hard drive. So CC Cleaner kind of clean that up, and they also update your drivers. So if you're trying to update your graphics, or well, I think it does graphics, but I don't know if it's like specifically like I don't know how it works because I use Nvidia. I have an Nvidia card, so I actually go to GeForce app, but it still does what it needs to do to keep your computer healthy and clean. So those are my tech. Do you guys have any tech?
Uh, I have something semi-tech related,
Mhm.
and that is you heard about what Norton's been doing, right? The antivirus.
Oh, what?
The
What happened?
the one that I've always said is a virus. I've always
Yeah, I
called it.
never really trusted Norton.
So people find out it was mining on crypto on computers that it was installed on.
Mm.
So if you have it, don't.
Wow,
Checking
That's it.
for Norton.
It's
that's
a
crazy.
Do not
antivirus.
have it.
There you go. It is an
Yeah,
antivirus program, which honestly, most antivirus programs at this point, if you're specifically with Windows, I know with other things it works differently. And like with Windows, it's still safe to have one. But generally speaking, at this point, because of how like integrated into Windows the actual like Windows Defender stuff is, it generally will get anything that could fuck with you. So you don't technically need an antivirus. It's safe to have one, yeah, but some of
Mhm.
them, I've said this a lot. Most antivirus programs aren't actually antivirus programs,
Yeah,
so you really do gotta like research those kinds of things, and it's usually
actually,
not necessary.
some of them actually cause issues with blue screening.
Yes,
Just mentioning that. So
some of them can be worse for your computer than just not having one in general. Actually,
yeah,
so you really do gotta do your research when it comes to stuff like that.
yeah. Um. All right. Any more tech?
Me personally, no, not really. I don't think I have anything off top that I can think of.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Want to get in some
So,
news there?
yeah, we can talk about news. We can talk about news. Wow, it's shit, man.
Yeah.
We were flying through it. Continue. Go.
Okay. So this is interesting. All right, so this is some old news, but whatever. TikTok Live been copying the source code from OBS.
Huh.
Just like
Apparently.
Streamlabs OBS was doing. Hey yo, shout out to that.
Good segue because I was just gonna mention that because they've been doing that.
Yep. Shout
And
out
that-
to
why?
Streamlabs OBS being giant fucking cunts. Shout out to that. So
Why?
get this, right? So get this with Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS is owned by Streamlabs. OBS, the normal one, is not. It's open source. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which thumbs up for that. We always love open source shit. You ain't
Mhm.
never gonna get hooked by no open source shit.
Correct.
But here's the deal. So basically, Streamlabs tries to. I'll give you the rundown, the timeline. Streamlabs tries to do deal with OBS to use program software. OBS says no, open source, free, always will be. Streamlabs goes okay, takes it, starts making money off of it because it's open source. So what are they gonna do about it? Technically speaking.
Dang, are you serious?
Yes.
That's disgusting.
All right, nigga. Okay.
He said okay. He said all right. I get it.
And they
That's
also
wow,
copied from
alright.
Stream Elements,
Yep.
their webpage and all that stuff too.
This
So
is
I'm like,
America.
why?
Don't get you
Why?
slipping now.
Yeah, like dumb.
So yeah,
This is stupid. Yeah.
shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Yeah. Next, we got some new Ryzen news. So apparently, AMD is dropping Ryzen, the 6000 series in laptops, February 2022, and they also previewed the
Ooh.
7000 series as well.
That's actually sick considering the landscape we're in for PCs right now.
Yep.
That's
And
actually
they
sick.
just dropped the M1, so I think this is a great competition.
If it's an affordable laptop, like if that's like 800 to 1,000,
Bro, you already know that AMD is the way to go for content creation anyway.
yeah. If that's 800 to 1,000, not only would that be worth it specifically for like content creation, but that would also just be a great deal for a laptop that's probably gonna run most modern day things on at least 60.
Exactly.
So like,
bro.
that's actually astounding how like
Yep.
that's crazy.
Because I was at first when I saw the article title, I was like, "Oh man, they just dropped a 5000 series." But then when they said for in laptops, I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." Because now they have competition. Because everybody knows 3500 for a laptop, bro, and that the payment plan is 300 car insurance every month.
I
Bruh.
said car insurance.
Like, God,
I mean, you're not wrong, bro. That's some expensive shit right there, bro.
But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Bro, you mean I'm gonna have to take out a loan for a laptop? Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
telling me that the Ryzen laptop would be what, like a K, maybe 15K, not 15K,
Bruh.
1.5K. There we go.
That would be a good.
that would be
'cause-
great. Yeah.
Yeah, like I really hope the prices are like
Yeah.
lowered.
I mean,
Oh my
honestly,
goodness.
it'll probably be lower, but it'll realistically be. I'm hopeful that it'll be 1K, 1.5K, but it'll probably be more around like 2K.
Yeah, because it's still, you know.
I mean,
newer.
yeah, and
Mhm.
it's like you got to think, like I said, the computer landscape right now. But even then, like that's still way cheaper. That's like at least a thou cheaper than
It's doable.
most.
It's very
than
doable, and
most
it's
things
a
out right now.
healthy investment, I'd say.
Oh yeah, especially for somebody that's trying to do any form of like content creation, or even if you're just somebody that plays games a fucking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth it.
So yeah, and lastly, speaking about DMCA, there's some
Twitch, yes sir.
Twitch
I was
DMCA
gonna talk
is
about
going
this, yes
on.
sir. Because
Yup.
Oh, you talking about what's her name?
we're talking
Pokey?
about Pokimane. Yeah, she recently got banned for 48 hours, and this has been causing a little bit of a controversial stir because if you guys remember a while ago, Twitch didn't really give a wasn't really like cracking down on DMCA's until like
Until they got in
recently.
trouble for it. Yep.
Yep. And so
Mhm.
now people are speculating that since these DMCA's are coming up because of people reacting to, copyrighted
shows.
shows, yep,
Yeah.
they might start cracking down on reactions in general. And then apparently a lot of YouTubers have been, I guess, been pissed off that people are reacting to their content on YouTube. I mean, on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's also like
I mean, to be fair, this is literally the exact same shit that happened to YouTube. What, like 6 years ago?
Yeah.
When the whole like iDubbbz versus Jinx stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is nothing new. It's just
Twitch's chapter in that
Twitch's
book.
chapter of that. Yeah, like you got to get it tuning. Everybody gets their one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, everybody gets one.
Yeah, facts.
one,
like,
bro.
Come on, You just gotta.
Bruh.
You just gotta. It just is what it is. It sucks, but it's like also to an extent, it also is kind of reasonable to be upset at.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly fair at this
Yeah,
point.
because like.
Oh yeah, good.
I feel like if you're just again, it's the same thing that happened on YouTube. If you're just taking the content,
You're not.
like,
Instead, what is it? You're not modifying the content
Yeah.
enough. Like, you're not doing anything to it to
Mhm.
really have it be like, oh, this is my own content. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you're just kind of taking content.
Exactly, and it's like, yeah, on one hand, yeah, that might get more people that might get crossover. Like some people click on this person's videos because they see it on somebody else's stream. But
Mhm.
generally, that's not going to happen because one, it's an entirely different platform, so it's less likely to happen. And two, it's like, it's just like, if I'm already watching it from this nigga, what interest do I have to go to this other place?
That's
And-
what I feel like people don't think
Yeah.
about. Is I'm like, they're like, well, it kind of points a finger at the original content. Yeah, but if I'm watching it on your channel, why would I go to them?
Yeah, and it's like, if
Yeah.
I don't know anything else you make, then I have no reason to be interested in the stuff that you make other than this one video.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Mhm.
it's reasonable. Is there some issues to be had that some people could be a little greedy with that? Yes, but I mean, like I said, this is just YouTube had this arc already, so y'all gotta have it
I
too.
think Twitch at least handled this. Okay, how do you guys think Twitch handled this? I'll ask that because
I think Twitch handled it decent. I don't think they handled it the worst. But I mean, I just have issues with the fact that now Twitch wants to act like they give a shit about things.
and okay, Steve, that I'll give you that one where it's like y'all niggas didn't really care before.
Yeah, but
like yeah, go ahead.
it's also like this is stuff that you should make prevalent, right? This is stuff that you should try to like let it before people get in trouble for it. You should be like make it clear like this is something we no longer
We don't
want.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they didn't. There was no clarification. It's just you're doing this and we're getting in trouble for it, so fuck you too. It's like, come on now, bud.
Alright.
Come on now,
All right,
dog.
brother.
Come on.
Yeah.
All
All right, brother.
Jesus.
Calm
man.
down. But I mean, I don't think they handled it the worst. Cause
Amazing, brother.
At least it was like preventative because it was only a 48-hour ban. It was like okay, this sets the precedent that we don't want this. But it's like
Yeah.
there were better ways around it.
Yeah.
I think they actually handled it pretty okay, in my opinion. Only
Mhm.
because they actually did. Now, okay, here's me personally.
Hmm.
Did you have to actually ban her?
That's also true.
Mhm.
Because
Was it necessary?
they don't send warnings when they ban you.
Nope.
They
which is
really
which
don't.
is something that I'm like, it's just like, okay, so you're chilling on this like mound of gold, right? And you just like you're Smaug, okay?
Mhm.
And you just like let folks come into your place and take some gold every now and then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't really do shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
So then some random adventurer who's just like, okay, well, like, oh shit, like some gold. I guess I'll just take some of this gold. You burn this motherfucker alive for no reason. It's like, did you really have to ban
Did you
her?
have
Now-
a reason to do that?
If now, like, for partners, the thing about Twitch is I'm like, okay, you call them partners. But for partners, y'all niggas don't
Y'all are
talk.
so hands off.
Y'all
Yeah.
niggas
Well, I mean,
don't
that was a big reason behind Ludwig's move. If you
Yeah.
remember, was like he was like
He
Twitch
felt
didn't
like-
give him any kind of support with that.
Yeah, and he felt like they didn't care.
Yeah.
Which is like,
which they kind of don't.
and I understand that they don't. I just don't understand why.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because
it doesn't
I'm
make
like-
sense that they don't, but they definitely do not.
Like, all right, think about it. Here's how I think about it, right? Like, your partners are people who have such a strong connection in
Mhm.
your community, your company, your business, that the one thing that you should probably be doing is making sure that they are fine.
Make sure that they're able to make money for you, and you get more. Like, what the fuck?
Well, not even just that. Like,
And they wonder why
okay,
they've been running at a deficit for the past 5
if
years.
you were to send Pokey a letter,
hmm
hey, we see you've been, yada yada yada, watching some of this content, and we've been watching our system, yada yada yada, and we're gonna take some measures to prevent this kind of content from being recreated. Could you, refrain from doing yada yada yada? If not, this will result in a ban. Pokey will then tell people, because she does that shit. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like you could just give the message across. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to cut someone's head off to get the message.
No, absolutely.
Like, you just have to tell them, like, it's like the same thing where it's like, okay, if I get into a fight with someone, or like
hmm
if I'm having an altercation, if you're having an altercation with someone, I don't have to punch you in the face for you to get the message. Now, some people you might have to punch in the face, but it's like that should not be out the gate the first response. You should not be like, she's watching DMCA copyrighted content. Boom, she's getting banned for 48 hours. And it's like, yeah, 48 hours, whatever. But at the same time, it's like she still got banned with no warning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why do y'all niggas not talk?
Yeah, they just
Why
don't
do y'all
care.
just like bring the hammer down out of nowhere like Thor, and then you're like, you should understand by now? No, bitch, because you never said anything.
Yeah. Twitch is
Communicate,
very
man.
unreasonable.
Communicate. It's very unreasonable.
They've
I
been
think it's like,
fucking it up recently. They've been just throwing the fucking bag. They don't even fumbling it. They're throwing it out of their own hands. They're picking
My
it
only
up and
problem
throwing it
with
in the
it-
opposite direction.
is like, I understand they're like, okay, two birds with one stone. If we ban Pokey, everyone's gonna take it seriously because she's Pokey. I get it. But be
Mhm.
better if you didn't fucking ban a breadwinner out of nowhere with no warning, and you don't remember the fact that you just lost Lud, apparently. So you're just gonna go back on the bullshit. Like, I think that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the whole "we lost Lud." Just who else did they freaking take? They took someone else. It was Lud and
Mm,
Oh,
Recently,
man.
Was it before Lud or after Lud?
it was. I think it was after. It was like right after Lud. Like somebody else moved over, and they were big as well.
Fuck.
Somebody else like just left. I think we talked about it too, but I freaking forgot who it was. Hold on. Courage. They have Courage already.
They have courage. They've had courage. They have
Tim. It was Lud and Tim.
Tim was before
Tim was before Lud.
before Lud. It was Tim and Lupo. Both went to YouTube.
Okay, so they lost Tim, then they lost Lud.
Mm-hmm.
That is two heavy hitting niggas from your
Yeah.
lineup. This is like you got like the fucking Bulls dream team, and Scottie Pippen and Jordan both walk, and so you're like, we're just gonna stick with the same plan that we've been. I'm like, okay, did you not understand that we just lost Jordan and Pippen? And
Yeah.
it just feels like they don't learn from anything. Like, that's another thing about Twitch that I'm like, are y'all like trying to win, or are y'all like actually, like Nick said, like are y'all throwing it from the 1 yard line? Because I'm in your offensive line, okay? Let me know if we're throwing the game. I don't stick my ass out.
Yeah, give me a
and
cut
just,
of the
like-
check so we can throw the match. Like,
Yeah, like give me. Am I folding here? Okay, I got all aces, but am I folding? Because if I'm folding, let me know.
I can, man. How much you dropping for it, bro?
For real, like if you're getting a couple hundred bands for this, just give me like a cut and I'll fold. Okay, just let me know before you throw our winnings away. And I just don't understand. It's like they don't learn. That I'm like, Okay, you lose Tim and Lud, and you're just
Fucking
like, okay, guys, we're chilling. It's like you're not though.
definitely not chilling. I wonder who YouTube will take this year.
Everybody, I'm telling you right now, bro. If they lose, they got 2 more people that I'm like, if they lose either of these niggas, it's over. And that is XQC and Sykkuno.
XQC and Sykkuno, yeah.
If they take XQC, it's really GG's.
Okay, I think XQC is such a big part of Twitch culture though that like there's no way. Like
I don't know, nigga.
No,
They
here's
lost.
my thing. Here's my thing. If XQC leaves Twitch, then there is no Twitch. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even like XQC.
I don't either, and that's the thing. Well, I haven't seen any of his content like that.
I'm not a huge XQC fan, but it's just like.
I mean, they'll have like Miz, but I mean, like,
But they already
I
lost
guess
Lud,
you
so
can
that's like
have
one half of Miz's shit.
if they lose XQC and Sykkuno, I feel like that's OV.
That's definitely OV.
Even though Sykkuno's not like stupid, right? It's the people that he plays with,
Yeah.
and he plays with XQC a lot. So it's like
he hangs with Ludwig, he hangs with OTV.
exactly. So it's like anchor streamers. If you start losing anchors, bro, which you pretty much are doing a great job of that already. Like you lose any more, I don't know, man.
There's
Now we
I'm
could
trying
come
to
into
think.
another golden age of newer streamers, which would not be bad, but the odds of them choosing yo dumbass is
Is
not
very highly
looking very
unlikely.
likely at this point.
And
So-
then any other big partners on Twitch that like wouldn't leave because of money, like the thing about like for example, right? Let's take great example Germa, right? He would never leave Twitch. He doesn't give a fuck about the money that nigga's already made his piece, right? He averages like anywhere between 15 and 30K a stream, right? But he's like not a face of Twitch. Yes, he's huge, but he is somebody that people actively go out of their way to search for. He's not like a face of Twitch. So like streamers like that, and there's a few of those, right? Granted, at this point, are y'all gonna keep driving your motorcycle down the street loud as hell?
This is a miracle.
Oh lordy.
But like a lot of those streamers are like VTubers and stuff now. But like, for example, if like a lot of Twitch's like not mid tier at all, I'll say like high tier but not top tier streamers
High
are
mid-tier.
people, yeah, are people that like you couldn't use as a face, right?
Mhm.
Because the thing about the top tiers is like a lot of them are both weird enough for, you know, like the fucking hardcore Twitch watchers and like gamers and shit to watch, but also normie enough for like people to just casually jump into a stream of, right? You don't get that with a lot of those like high tier or high mid tier streamers, because like Germa as the example again, a lot of people love his content, even people like and he's done shit with like Ludwig and Miz and shit before, right? But like he's not a face of the streams of Twitch because he is like very alienating. He's very strange. He's a very out there character. Or like for example, let's take VTubers, I guess. Any of the VShojo members, they're too either like in their own community or like too somewhat sexualized for your company to use as like a face for your brand. So like you can't, it's like all of these high tier or high mid tier streamers you cannot use as like a face for your company.
Exactly.
So
But they would
it's
also
like-
rise like to the top.
Exactly.
So if you can't use them and they're rising to the top, you go down.
Yep. Which is
Because everybody wants that family friendly content till the family friendly
Yeah.
content ain't so
yeah,
motherfucking
because
friendly.
they don't want to support people that do different types of content. Some of the best streams I've ever seen are from niggas like Germa. That he's done the most ambitious streams I've ever seen. He did a fucking IRL sim stream for 3 days.
Hmm.
How do you even do
Damn.
that? Like Twitch controlled everything he did. There was like Ludwig was there as like a character. At one point he had a whole bunch of different other streamers come in. Like it's like it was super ambitious. He did a fucking what is it, geology stream or whatever. And one of the bits from that was he ate a fucking rock. Like
Oh,
Damn,
Like
just like that.
he has like these weird fucking like elaborate ass content pieces, and it's like stuff like that would be so cool if it was supported, but it's not because of the person behind it. Because Germa's like not normie enough, I guess.
that's interesting.
So it's like stuff like that.
Huh.
I can understand that.
Dang, bro.
Because Twitch wants to support all these streamers that like they can just chill out, because they're either like super family friendly or they're people that anybody can just pick up and watch. When it's like Twitch was kind of based on unique content originally, so it's kind of like,
Bruh,
hmm.
I was even thinking about it. Like, if Pokey got banned, then how come Toast didn't get banned? Because I've been seeing him watch Naruto.
Thing about that is, I watched friggin' Toast thing like not too long ago, and he was talking about where he was like, "Yeah, I guess this means we got to stop."
They
Mm.
just got lucky.
I think I don't think so.
Ow.
They
Hmm.
and this is where I was like, "Did you have to ban her?" This is where
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
because it was the
"Yeah."
message.
It was the message.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that they banned somebody. It was that they banned Pokey.
Yeah.
Of all people, they banned Pokey, which I'm like, all right,
Who is another person actually that if YouTube gets is kind of raps.
they're not getting Pokey. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. If they do, it would actually be like, yeah, you're probably out of here.
Dang.
But I don't think they're getting Pokey. But I mean, she's done some shit that I have not thought of before, obviously.
Yeah, true.
So, like, that would be interesting. But I just feel like at that point, it's kind of like how Toast was talking about it earlier, where he was like, when he went to Facebook, and he's kind of like the only one over there.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone goes to YouTube, then everybody's on YouTube.
Yep.
But if
And that's
some
the
people go
problem.
to YouTube and some people go to Twitch, there's a good bit
Yeah.
of like, okay, we got this person, we got that person, stuff like that. But I do understand. Plus, like, okay, Toast is like, I'd say like Toast is big on Twitch because of YouTube.
Yes,
He's
100%.
not big on YouTube. He's not big on Twitch because of Twitch.
No.
Or because of
Yeah.
it.
Well,
He's
to be
big
fair,
because of,
most streamers aren't big on Twitch because of Twitch. They're big because they did something, and then that Twitch following grew because people knew who they were.
exactly.
So it's
So it's like he's not a stream. He did stream Hearthstone and stuff like that, and he was
Yeah.
a Hearthstone streamer. But what blew that dude out of the freaking water
Among
was
Us.
them Among Us
Yeah, it was
videos,
Among
which
Us.
was YouTube. So he's not as heavy. Pokey has been doing that shit for a brick.
Mm-hmm. And there's another thing to think
You
about
hit
is
one of the like
you-
Dr. Disrespect.
YouTube does have to be kind of careful in this sense, because like if they get too much, they create artificial scarcity, which lets more people rise through Twitch, right? And less
Mhm.
people make money off of YouTube. So like that's kind of the issue with that, because like you said, if everybody goes to YouTube, then there's nobody on Twitch, which means that somebody can, take that artificial scarcity that's created by the lack of people on Twitch and just create their own brand for themselves. And that would be something that YouTube wouldn't necessarily want if that person ends up becoming popular, because then they wouldn't be able to get that person. So it's like a failed investment. So they do have to be smart when it comes to stuff like that.
Mm.
But yeah, basically, Twitch keeps getting worse. I don't
And
know how they do
also,
it.
it's just bad business models in my
It
opinion.
is. It is.
But YouTube also has to understand where the fuck they at, because don't get a big head, nigga. Fuck around once, and that's all it takes, bro.
Yeah, I mean they got leverage right now though. They definitely do.
Yeah, but YouTube
But
likes to
they do be
fuck
fucking
shit
around.
up at the worst time. Like,
Uh,
all right, so
it's
we're
fucking
striking
brutal.
everybody's channel for no damn reason. Like,
Yeah.
alrighty, content. What was that shit called? Fucking YouTube purge. Oh hell no.
The classic.
Not another one. But they're the type. They'll fucking come out of nowhere with another fucking purge. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you see, we were just having high volumes of bullshit.
Shut the fuck up.
Nerd.
You see, you're having high volumes of nerd. Oh.
But yeah, that's Twitch has been throwing a little bit. But speaking of Twitch and I guess content in general, Josh, you were talking a little bit about your rebrand earlier when we were discussing the tech segment.
Yes,
Did you want to talk a little bit about like that and the process behind it and stuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it was an interesting decision because I've been thinking about it for a while for like the namesake. I've always been like I think it was originally like when I changed it to Joshcraft 1500. Before that, it was Joshcraft plays MC. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that age of Minecraft where you just copied every Minecraft YouTuber. So when I changed it to Joshcraft 1500, I was like, huh, 15's my favorite number, so I'm just gonna go like, that kid mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So I never thought of the name, but I was always like, I wonder if people like the numbers in the name. So I just stuck with it. And it wasn't until I guess recently where it came to my attention, like, wow, I've noticed that the name is it's definitely unique, but is it unique in a good way long term? Because when people are trying to search up Josh Crafts, they have to put the whole name because I don't immediately pop up when you type in Josh Crafts. So that was the thing that really like switched it. If anything, the only thing I was really thinking of changing when as far as the brand was like, what can I do with my channel art and all that stuff? So, just adding on to that, I was like, you know what? Might as well, since I'm changing the name, might as well change the whole art, start somewhere. And yeah, I recently changed it to just Josh Crafts because I think that was the original intent and was just I just craft videos, that's all it is. Um, and I realized if I'm gonna get bigger, I don't want to be just changing names midway through because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, wow, you were this guy. Now I got to type up this." So yeah, changed it and I changed it to all my social media platforms, so you guys should see that now. And yeah, no longer referring to Josh Crafts 15000. It's now just Josh Crafts or JC, whatever you want to call me. But yeah, it's weird because it happened quickly. And shout out to homie Noble Wolf. I was talking to him and he was telling me that like when I type in your name, I don't see it come up. But you know what I mean? But I have to type in the full name in order to see it come up. And with retention span, this is something I can definitely throw out some relatables here. Trying to get retention span is annoying. 15 seconds of a video, you got to grab their attention. If you don't, they're clicking away. So if they already like are typing my name, they're hooked. So if they somehow get like turned away from like midway typing my name and I don't pop up, they're gonna be like, bro, for whatever reason, because I don't know, it's weird. It's just when you get into their head, they want to find and get it quickly. They want to find the video. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They need more because that one promo clip that you put out is not enough to reel them in completely. So that was one of the considerations. Also, I noticed I had so many like names and personas, if you include my music stuff. So it was just like, you know what? For YouTube and content creation, let's just stick with one name, be consistent. And yeah, shout out Moo Monkey. I don't want numbers in my name no
Don't
more.
want numbers in your name.
I'll just like tell y'all something that I'm going through right now, and I'm not trying to be like that guy or interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Man, okay, so I'm in a dungeon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's gold on a plate.
Okay.
And I don't know why Skyrim does this bullshit. Where you gotta like select the plate and then pick it up, or like take the plate and then take everything on the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
As I am picking up the plate and shaking off the gold, This fucking jogger does Fusoda and the shit goes everywhere. And I just paused the game like, this
Dang.
motherfucker really just... I'm just like,
Wow.
who shits on go? I'm like, alright,
Bro.
never mind.
That'd be annoying too. Like,
Never mind then. Fuck it. That's why we can't have nice things. But continue.
nah, that's pretty much it, man. Yeah. So,
Sick.
yes, sir.
All right.
So going forward, you are gonna be Josh Crafts, correct?
Yes, sir. JC. Actually, wanted to segue into our favorite projects of 2021, and if you
Yeah.
guys made a list, we can quickly just throw it out there.
You can start because I do got a little bit to talk about here actually.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
You can go last since I can go first if you want, because mine's probably gonna be the shortest.
Okay.
Okay. To start it off, now this is not in like any particular order, but I go off of because I don't listen to as much music right now, which I honestly need to get back into.
Mhm.
I don't know. I never thought I'd say this, but like I don't have as much time to listen to music as I like.
Yeah, because
which
you
is-
working.
Well, it's like, yeah, and that shit just like I never thought I wouldn't have time to listen to music. That's where it's kind of like, yo, what the fuck?
Because it's like that's your main thing.
Like
you would
that's
think.
my shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I can make it all day, but nigga, what you mean I can't listen? And it's like, because
Yeah.
listening, I don't like to just be like, all right, yep, let me get this album in, and then gotta move to this one. Like, nah, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna sit here and listen. I'm going upstairs, turning on the fucking LEDs, setting the mood, lighting the can. I don't give a fuck. All the works, and then I'm turning that bitch on, and I am like soaking that whole project, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just weird not like having time to listen to whole projects like that. But starting it off, it's a very short list. We'll start off with the Off Season by J. Cole. And I'm gonna be honest, my first and it's kind of the same, but it's like this is nothing against J. Cole, okay? It's just like oh God, I hate that freaking line because
That line ruined.
like
that
I'm
line
like
ruined talking
it
to people
ruined
for like
so I'm like, dude, I don't even want to talk to y'all niggas right now, like
for like 2 months, bro.
Because oh my God, niggas really just like came out the gate on some bullshit.
Oh my God!
Niggas like
This is the
crazy
hardest line I've ever heard.
Look good. I'm like, bitch, he did harder shit. This is the easiest Cole bar I've heard, and y'all niggas are acting like this shit puts this nigga.
Everybody always complain about how corny Cole lines are, but then when he drops a corny one, they're like, "Oh my God!"
I'm like, bro, we gonna give this nigga credit for the Mario and Luigi bar, but you mean tell me we gonna just be like, I mean, you know, that second part of GUMD was okay. The fuck?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? We're just, I mean, KOD was all right. Yeah. But you know, we're just gonna let that Mario Luigi bar go. Yeah. Yep. Bro, KOD's whole album, nigga, like, it's not the Cole I remember, you know. Fucking Off Season. Did you hear that? I'm like, bro. Y'all niggas is tripping.
No way. Y'all stopped at this?
I'm like, all right, so cap. That's all I got to say is fucking cap.
Also, that's like there are so many better bars you could make with like just Mario and Luigi lines too. That it's.
I
Like,
thought the bar was cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like, okay,
it's terrible, but
I was like, okay, that's
like
nice.
Low hanging fruit.
But I was just like, we're gonna act like Cole.
This is his
like,
lyrical.
Like we're gonna act like this is this man's lyrical expertise right now. Like
this is.
Put some M's all on your head when you Luigi brother now. Niggas is like in the bathroom crying. Like, oh, like, bro, the fuck.
Bitch showering.
Sitting
The
on the
shower's
toilet, almost. Oh my god!
Niggas gonna lose their mind at.
This shit is equivocally bossing. I'm like, bitch, this shit is equivocally easy.
Ain't no way.
But I did misjudge it at first because of that bar, because that one line, and everyone blowing that shit out of proportion. I was like, automatically, if this is how the project is gonna sound, oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. Sorry, continue.
Bruh. Oh wait, I need a replay on that.
What? Because you said that then we'll have a fucking problem. I said I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. And I said
yeah, you're right.
Continue.
Terrible. But I definitely like misjudged it at first, and was like, I don't know if it's my project, but it's because too many times I honestly let other people's like fucking opinions and some shit get to me, to where I'm like, I don't want to touch that shit.
Yeah.
Just because cold following can be a little bit dangerous.
They call them the coal miners.
Like, I swear y'all niggas is out here just straight fucking 7 dwarves in this bitch. Y'all all live in the same house with one hoe, and y'all niggas go to the mines every day. Like, goddamn. And y'all scripture is just fucking Amzol on your head, you Luigi brother now. Like,
that's their one and only.
That is your one and only, like, yes. Amzol, yes, Cole. M's all on your head. Hey, Luigi, everybody in the back said, hey, Luigi, brother, now. Like, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I got no clue.
But then I started, like, I listened to the rest of it and was like, okay, this is still pretty fucking good. Now, my favorite track off of it is definitely Hunger on Hillside. I don't really give a fuck. But
yeah, I mess with that track.
Hunger on Hillside is probably the one that I like the most, because I don't know where the fuck Boz came from with these like Kid Cudi heavenly ass vocals from like nowhere, but I'm gonna need that nigga to keep that shit up.
Boz goes crazy, man.
Oh, I know Boz goes crazy. He's been going crazy since fucking whatchamacallit, Born Sinner. But it's like he didn't pull up like he can't be afraid of sun. I was like, what the fuck?
You said,
what? Almost, oh! I'm like, bro, this man is going off.
Like, what the fuck? Who is?
I'm like, okay, all right. Boz is now carrying Dreamville. He's giving everybody else a run for their money. I'm Team Boz now. Everyone else can, I'll see you later, I guess. JID, we already know where you stand, so you're
fine. You're fine.
Pretty much fine, but everyone else, you better pick up the fucking pace.
Earth Gang, JID.
Earth Gang,
you're safe, I guess.
You're all right. I mean, we could use a little bit more, But, yeah, I was really fucking with Boz on that one. And Hunger on Hillside actually became like a small anthem for me. So I was like, all right, fuck yeah. So Cole for sure. And this does include like influences, because I didn't really listen to a lot of music. But I did listen to 3 albums from Jay-Z all the way through.
Of course.
And that was Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint 3, and the Black Album.
Classic.
I do like them, but I also kind of understand where some people like come from when they're like, Jay-Z's not like that lyrical. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm not, me personally, and you guys pretty much know this, like, my type of rap is not necessarily, or at least like the type that I listen to for the majority of the time, is not necessarily lyrical as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I just like messages.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you get, as long as you give some sort of message, like I fuck with you. But out of the 3 of those, my favorite was probably Reasonable Doubt. Then the Black Album, then Blueprint 3. And no, swap that. Then Blueprint 3, then the Black Album. but I thought they were pretty good. I got the shit scared out of me on the Black album because I thought for a second that Eminem got some of his style from Jay-Z in a certain area.
Mhm.
And then I looked it up, and he actually produced the song. So I was like, well, never fucking mind, because Jay-Z's getting some shit from Eminem. So I was like, alrighty then. But yeah, he produced the beat for, oh my god, what is it? Moment of Clarity off the Black album. Which I'm just gonna say that's not very fair. I don't feel like you should be able to do that. Like, I understand, I get it. Like, yeah, but like Dr. Dre, yeah, we know, but like, Chief, you can't. Either you're working with that nigga, and he's making your beats, or someone else is making your beats, but you can't make your own shit. Like,
you can't be doing
you can't
that.
make your own shit and beat. Like, nah, you can't.
You can't make your own shit and be working with Dr. Dre.
No, it's just like Eminem. Okay, like I know he gets a lot of like flack because of like some of the shit he does, but we can't denounce the fact that this nigga is goated as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's undeniable.
Dr. Dre's goated as fuck in terms of making beats, but Dr. Dre is not. If I'm gonna say this, and this is like nothing against this man, I am not going to Dr. Dre for lyrical content. You got me fucked up.
No.
Like
He
no.
got gross.
He got
ghostwriters, I believe.
He also had an entire album about weed.
Look, okay. Snoop was also on that album. What did we expect?
That's true.
But I mean, you know, this is Chronic.
Hey.
So hey, I guess he can have it. You know, it's a classic.
That is a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Not fucking weed, but hey, it's a classic. But yeah, like I don't know. I thought those ones were pretty good, but Reasonable Doubt definitely had me on that one. And then third is actually Winter by the nigga who is in this call right now.
Hello? What?
I'm not bullshitting. I actually really fuck with that song just because it was something that like no bullshit. It's different from like your usual stuff, and you were really going for something here. Like, you know what I mean? Like you were really going in a certain direction of like, I'm gonna try and test this shit out and see where the fuck it goes. And like, you know how I feel about storytelling beats.
Yeah.
And when I heard it, I was just like, this shit is it. Like I just was sitting in my room looking in the mirror, and I shit you not. It's funny because like, all right, when I really like something, I just start fucking laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just happens. Like I'll start laughing. And I look in the mirror, I look at myself, and I just get like the stank face a little bit. I'm like, shit kinda like shit kinda goes. Like shit kinda goes. And like, I don't know. Delivery was freaking nice. Like the story was pretty good.
That's my boy,
and it was just like a solid project. And then I just felt it going in a direction that I was like, okay, he's taking like he's taking the fucking reins on this bitch. Like, and that was when I was like, yeah, like fuck yeah. Cause like, you know, and I'm not trying to like fucking air out the dirty laundry and like talk about and you know, we can edit this shit out. It's our podcast. But it kind of just gave me like a moment of like, he's not doing this for nobody else.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes like in the mind, like it gets fucked up and you're like, oh, well, like if I do it for this person or if I do it for that person, and like I felt like this was a project where it's like he ain't really doing it for anyone else, and he's doing it because he wants to do it. He wants to see what it can be like and like what it will be like. And then this is how this shit turned out. So I was like, fuck yeah, like mad fucking props.
Yes, sir. Shout out to boy Young Kioma. Yeah. Come on.
Shouts out Young Kioma.
I'm like in shock right now.
Album coming out soon. Come on.
No, like I was just like, nah, man. Like, I don't know. Plus, Winter, I don't know. I don't know why I was like, the title, the story, the man. I was just sitting there in a fucking
I
room,
also,
like,
well,
this shit kind of goes.
well, for the lore, I mean, it released on what, December 7th, I believe. That was the first day. That was when I did my 24-hour stream.
Oh, for
My
real?
like first stream on my first
I
stream
was
on King
there.
Kioma. Yeah. And then I actually finished it on the 1st of December,
Mm.
Dang.
which is why the opening line is if I weren't here, it would never be winter. What is it? It's like, if I were here, it would never be winter. Uh, something colder December.
Mm-hmm.
Or what is it? My flow's getting colder December, something like that. And so like that's why the opening line was at, because I was just sitting there like, well, shit, it's December.
Plus, because you're like, I won't even say like because you're more of, because we don't know, but like because we're more familiar with like Barsmith Nick.
Yeah.
I was really curious. I was like, okay, let's see, like, what is it gonna sound like when he pairs these two together,
Mm-hmm.
like Barsmith and storytelling? Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's very how do I say that? It's very it's a word that means skillful, but it's not fucking skillful, because skillful just, I don't know, it ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a well put together like lyric or verse, when you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you can do the storytelling and the bars, or like the flow and the story and the bar, like, you know, like really not stick to like one range of doing something to get it across, like to where you could tell a story and put like a fucking line in that bitch and it doesn't fuck with the story, you know what I mean, or like lose impact from what you're saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a better song to me when it's like that. Like, you don't compromise. That's what I would say. It's like, it's not as compromise, where it's like, I need to get the message across, so I'm not going to focus on bars, because I don't usually focus on bars. But it's like, to be able to do both is nice.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yes, sir.
that was the third one. Third one
Yeah.
was Nick. Was Winter by
Was
Kiyomi.
Nick by Nick.
Was Nick by Nick.
Me when I dropped my own line of beats.
And then this one did not come out in 2021, but I did listen to it in
It came out
2021.
in
And
December
this one,
2020.
oh, the next one, sorry, the fourth one.
Yeah.
The fourth one is also thanks to the boy Kiyomi, and that is the From the Heart part
I
1.
also have that on my list. Volume 2.
Yeah, volume 2. Sorry,
Volume 2. Yeah.
volume 2. And I like finding artists. I really do. Like, people think I just listen to like the same like artists, and I do it, but at the same time I don't. I like finding artists that I did not like have on my radar. Like, I think in 2019, it was Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like, fucking A. Because his shit is really, I still listen to his shit to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, you know, he's all right. And like, Rack's in the middle. And I'm like, that shit's all right. Not trying to hate. I'm just saying, like, did y'all listen to anything else? Like, this dude has mixtapes upon mixtapes upon fucking mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all niggas is like, but Roddy Rich. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I guess it's all right. It's not bad.
He was grinding, man. He was a grinder.
We're fucking out here.
Yeah.
And like some of his beats, I was just like, this nigga embodies California. Like, has that West Coast sound. But back on track, From the Heart Volume 2 really actually put me on to, it's funny. One of Cameron's niggas, shouts out Conway, one of Conway's niggas sounds like Chris Patrick.
Oh, really?
Dude, when I heard Chris Patrick, I was like, why does this nigga sound? Shut up. Shouts out Sanye.
Shit. Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was
yeah,
like,
he
what
does
does
sound
this
like
nigga sound like
Sanye.
Sanye? And I
Holy
said,
shit.
oh shit,
Yeah.
Sanye
Shout
sounds
out
like
Sanye.
Chris Patrick.
Holy
And I was
fuck.
like, damn, I think I just found out one of fucking Sanye's inspirations.
Shout out fucking Sanye. Yeah,
oh
you're
yeah,
right.
nah.
You said he sounded like one of Cameron's niggas, and I was just thinking about it in my head. I was like, who do you sound like? And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, nah. As soon as I heard fucking The Tired, which is the first fucking track, and I was like, this nigga sound like Kanye. And I was like, hold up.
It's something I never thought about because like I've been listening to Chris Patrick since before I knew about Sanye. So like
Exactly. See,
I
so
just
you
didn't
wouldn't
think
have,
about that. Yeah.
but I
Yeah,
listened to Sanye, then
yeah,
got
he
into
sounds a
Chris
lot
Patrick.
like Sanye, who is
I was
another
like-
person that I actually do like a lot. I actually do like Sanye's music.
No, I think Sanye's music is pretty good.
Oh, he
Shouts out
makes music?
18-year-old Santy. Go stream 18-year-old Santy on Spotify. Jeez.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, like, I don't know. That freaking, it's been a while since I've had one of those, like, oh, no misses. And like, it really, because it's like, okay, like, I hate fucking skipping songs. I'm not gonna hold you. I hate that shit.
It'd be like that.
I hate skipping songs. Because I'm like, if I have to skip a song, I feel like your story is broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, to me, an album is always a story. If I skip
Yeah.
the song, that means I don't give a fuck about what
We
your
talked
story is
about
trying
that.
to say.
Because you talked about how you talked about this off podcast, where you were like, I'd rather have, if when I make an album, I want it to all be like one continuous.
Idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like conceptual shit.
Yeah, like a fucking plot. So it's like, even if it's like, okay, like for example, like, and this is totally tangent and I need to hurry up, but like Nothing Was the Same by Drake. I understand where everyone's like, it's pop rap, it's not really storytelling, da 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 da. Listen to Tuscan Leather. Then don't even listen to the rest of it. Go to Pound Cake and tell me that they do not have the same theme. Lie to me.
God
Lie to me.
damn.
As you go through that bitch, after you do that, go back and listen to Nothing Was the Same. It's the same fucking story. It's the same idea. Like, it don't sound like a concept album, but that shit's a concept album. Like, why y'all think that bitch is goated and so freaking amazing? Like, let's get real here. Why? We all like concept albums. Y'all niggas just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Like, that's why Nothing Was the Same and Take Care are so like, oh my gosh. Why the fuck we ain't like CLB?
Why I wanted to go this entire episode without talking about that album.
I want to keep bringing it up. You know it. You know I will. And it
I wanna
sucks,
go
but it's
this
because I'm like, dog, why you do this to me, man? Why you do this? But
I wanted to go this entire fucking episode without thinking about the fact that he said he's a lesbian. I really did. I really
Bro,
did.
not Pepsi, bro. It's not Pepsi.
That's my least. Okay, the lesbian thing, fucking cringe, hate it. But what you just said is actually my least favorite line on that entire
I was
project.
like, not Pepsi. It's like, what the
They doing something that is not Pepsi. It doesn't even fit the flow.
Dude, I don't even know what it
doing
was
something
though.
that
Because
is
I'm like,
not
damn,
Pepsi.
I'm just behind the times, man. Because I don't know what the fuck Pepsi is now, nigga. If it ain't the drink, damn, you lost me.
No, because he's saying they're doing Coke, but not like the soda.
I get it, but it's like,
But it's like, why
come on,
would
bro.
you say that?
I like Pepsi. You could, bruh.
I'd rather you have not tried to make a bar at all and just said the fucking thing.
Just straight up. Yo, these niggas doing lines.
These niggas is doing lines. Like, I'd rather heard you just say it than trying to make a bar out of it at this point. Like, oh my god. Anyways, continue.
But
Funny.
yeah, nah. From the Heart Volume 2 was nice. Like, even though it was, a shorter project, because I didn't have to skip anything and like, it was one of those where I was like, literally in the call, when you were like, yo, I think you'd like Chris Patrick from the Hard Volume 2. I was just like, fuck it, what I got to lose?
I do remember
And
that.
I tapped that bitch, started on tired, and was like, this nigga kind of fucking goes. Like, I'm just sitting in my head like, I might be a fan. And then I got to Peace of Mind. And it was fucking over. From that point, I was like, "Yep, I'm here to stay."
Shout out to when T-Pain was doing like he was listening to people's music, and is Peace of Mind that's the one that he did the video for, right?
I have no clue. All I know is that's the one. I think
it's Peace of Mind. Whichever one came out before the album, T-Pain listened to it on stream and was like, "Oh, this nigga don't need advice from me."
He know what he doing.
I think it was.
Like, it was one of those. He was like, "Yeah, no, he's good."
Yeah. It was 3 a.m. It was either 3 a.m. Dreams or Typical. I think it was 3 a.m.
No.
And Cam showed me 3 a.m. But yeah, go
ahead. Hold on, let me look it up. Because I'm pretty sure it was Peace of Mind. Let me find it.
I'm just looking at the singles that he dropped.
He did like a
like just a video?
Yeah, it came out as a video first, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it's not as a single on here. Typical shit 3 a.m. and Dreams are though. But that's the only ones.
Oh, Dreams. It was probably Dreams then. I think it was Dreams.
But I don't know. I just thought that project, I was like, okay. Which thanks to my non-echo chamber group of friends that I am not gonna hold you. Sometimes, sometimes I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm not gonna hold you. But non-echo chamber means fuck what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Let me tell you some shit to hear real quick. So, I'm probably gonna be checking out some more different types of music in the future. But yeah, that was pretty much my influences in 2021, especially Chris Patrick. I was fucking walking around at work just like a couple days ago. I think it was like Wednesday or some shit. I was, everything feels great.
Yep.
Everything feels great.
That's one of my favorite songs on the fucking tire.
Feels great. Like I was just sitting there and everyone's like, I'm just sitting in this chair bored as hell. And the thing is, bro, like last side tangent, I promise.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting at work in this chair, like bored out of my mind, I think niggas actually think I just lost it. Because I'll just sit in the chair and sing. Just not even give a fuck because I'm like walking past, like niggas just walk past, I say hi, and I'm just like sitting in this bitch talking about something. Everything feels great. Everything feels great. La da di da. Hey, how you doing? Everything feels great. It just keeps going. Niggas like, yeah, this escort.
Hi, how are you?
This nigga.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
But yep, that's one.
Yeah. All right, Josh, go for it. Go ahead and shoot.
All right. Okay. Let me bring it up. Okay.
Oh boy,
all right.
He brought that shit out.
Yeah. Real quick. Okay. Yeah, like PJ say, no order. The order is just as soon as I listen to it. All right. First things first. To Kill a Sunrise by Coda the Friend and Static Selecta. Next, EP by JPEG Mafia.
Oh.
EP 2 by JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, I knew these were the ones that he was gonna talk about.
Haram by Armin Hammer and The Alchemist.
Can you actually talk about that one a little bit? Because I know you really like that album.
Haram?
Yeah.
Man. Armin Hammer is a duo group between Billy Woods and Elucid. Mm-hmm. They're very underground, experimental, alternative hip hop artists, but they did an album called Haram. They buddied up with The Alchemist, which
and if
we
you don't know
need to
who
talk
that
about.
That is one of the best producers.
Yeah. That's all you need to know, bro.
If you don't know who that is, I'm actually confused as to who you are and what you've been doing for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And by couple, I mean like the last 3 decades.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been in the game a long fucking time. He is old.
Oh yeah, but he is making He's making stuff. But yeah,
To this day.
he was actually Earl introduced them to Alchemist, and Alchemist found him through Earl. So shout out
Fletcher?
to Earl for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because Earl, it definitely, I think he said it in an interview. Alchemist said it in an interview where Earl's like one of his best friends now and stuff, and
Also,
they make a lot
also,
of content.
Earl will be dropping an album soon, by the way.
Oh yeah, next Friday.
Yep, we
Um,
gotta talk about that one when it comes up.
oh yeah. But yeah, pretty much this duo, man, like they're just really, really in depth. I would say Billy Woods is a poet. Same with Elucid. They're very it's like a play in a way, like how they form their words, how they form their
He's
concepts
so
and their
fucking good at
messages.
talking.
Oh my god. Bruh, look, I try to mineralize it. You know what I'm saying? Get it down so
You're
people
so
can
good at
understand. So
talking about it. Okay, go.
yeah, so pretty much, man, if you want some conscious, social commentary, I wouldn't say like a lot of social commentary, but it's one of the theories that I got from I did it like a review. You could check my VOD channel, but I did a review live stream after I listened to the album for the first time. And what I've got from it is it just has so many like social commentaries to it, and I would say religious commentaries as well, and theories that subsides to that. But overall, they're a really good duo. So if you're into that, and the production's very gritty, dark, lo-fi, jazzy instrumentals, a little bit of experimental, a little bit alternative. If you want to dip your toes into that, go ahead. Haram by Arm& Hammer and The Alchemist. So it's just, I don't know. We could talk about our top, 5 not artists, but projects of 2021 if you want after this. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely this is still top one. So yeah. So that is that. Next we got Disco by Mike. Next we got Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator.
Ah.
Yes, sir. Next we got Vince Staples by Vince Staples.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next we got Angelic Hood Rat by it's Angelic Hood Rat Supercut by Kenny Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Next we got The Forerunner by Phable.
oh,
Next-
you son of a bitch.
Gotta put niggas on, bruh. Run that,
Son of a
bruh.
bitch.
Amazing EP. Amazing. Next we got Inference by Mavin, which is a lo-fi project. We got another lo-fi project. It's Like Whatever, Volume 1 by Young Ra. Shout out to him. Met him through Reddit. Next we got Pray for Haiti by Mac Homie, hip hop. Next we got King's Disease 2 by Nas, hip hop.
God about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Bruh. Yeah, Nas has been killing it. Next we got Bo Jackson by Bodie James and The Alchemist, hip hop.
It's always the fucking Alchemist, bro. Always the
Yep.
fucking Alchemist.
Next is Lo-Fi Jazz Hop. We got We Must Believe in Spring by Psalm Trees and Gulame Mushtale, I
Also,
believe.
okay, sorry to cut you off. I know I
Mhm.
keep doing it, right? But can we all agree that the Alchemist does in fact turn bars to gold?
Yeah,
I agree
he
with
actually
that.
really might. Cause like, bro, how you? Okay, all right. So funny.
Mhm.
One of my favorite songs of all time, right? And I
Mhm.
didn't really realize it until I was like, "What the fuck
Mhm.
is fucking Alchemist?"
Mhm.
I forgot what freaking project it's on, but it's like, why is this nigga still here like this?
Yeah. He's still doing it.
He's not doing it. He's fucking like just like, you gotta stop, bro. You can't
He's running laps at this point.
you
Yeah.
can't do this, man. Like
Yeah.
everybody talking about a 4K, 4K, 5K, a 5K run, and like this nigga's talking about marathon before Nipsey type shit. Like, bro, hold it. Like, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
continue.
You can continue, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, just We Must Believe in Spring by Psalm Trees and Gulame Mushtale.
Mhm.
Hopefully I didn't butcher that. That's a lo-fi jazz hop project. Next we have Donda by Kanye West.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yep. Hip hop. Next we have LP by JPEG Mafia. Next we have Sometimes I Might Be an Introvert by Little Sims. UK rapper, female artist. Shout out to
Yeah,
her.
I've heard a lot about the album. I haven't gotten around to listen to it, but I've only heard good things about that specific album.
Black UK artist, female artist. Come on,
Yep.
bruh, support
Yep.
that. So if you're interested in that, hip hop. Next we have Snowfi by Eldre, lo-fi EP.
Hey, hold it.
Yep.
No.
He said, "Hold up."
Yeah,
it's
Eldre, he's a lo-fi artist, a YouTuber as well. He
Nah,
does like
Eldre is
lo-fi.
fucking
Yeah, he's goated.
shit. Eldre pretty much my fucking lo-fi teacher at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on there, bruh. Next we have Taurus underscore EP by Logi, Logii. It's a lo-fi jazz hop, but it's pretty much he's a rapper. He raps over it. It's a short little EP, but I thought it was really dope. Love his flows. Next we have Time by Your Old Droog, hip hop. Next we have A Martyr's Reward by Ka, which is Ka. That's how you pronounce his name. Hip hop. Next, we have Dirty Deacon in TSOP by Elucid, and how you spell the title is dirty with instead of a Y, it's two E's, and then
Okay.
in TSOP is P as like vegetable P, PEA. So you should be able to find it on Spotify if you look it up. Alternative, more hip hop ish, I would say. Next we have The Color of Blue by Blue, jazz hop, hip hop. Next we have Future of Lo-Fi by Future of Lo-Fi. Pretty much lo-fi project with a bunch of lo-fi artists. They got one of my favorite lo-fi artists of all time, Flughand on there. It's like futuristic lo-fi sounds.
This nigga need to start a music channel.
Oh my god. Bruh. Hey, bruh, it's dope. Check
I
it out if
honestly
you're
just
interested
needed
in
to
that.
like help me freaking know what genre is which, because the fact that you're like, goddamn.
You
I-
you
I'm
could be
almost
a
done.
solid like Sean C type YouTuber, bruh.
I could. I'm
Oh
almost
yeah.
done.
Okay, continue.
Next we got End of the Earth by Mavi. Hip hop, alternative hip hop. Next we have Shut the Fuck Up Talking to Me by Zach Fox. Really dope. Next we have Navy's Reprise by Navy Blue.
Why are you so angry about it?
Gee, I don't know why I messed that up.
You
That's
said
why.
Navy's reprise.
Like God, day, bro, Jesus. But yeah, lo-fi, jazz, alternative hip hop. Next we have Farley by Sideshow. I would say a little bit trap, a little bit alternative hip hop. Next we have An Evening with Silk Sonic by Silk Sonic.
Oh, that one.
Soul, groove, R&B. Come on. Next we have A Pricity by Isify, which, if you guys remember, if you were listening to the past couple of episodes, I did recommend him on my tech segment. He's a really dope lo-fi artist that I found. He does like those tutorials where he doesn't like show you word for word. He just builds the beat as he goes, and it's like kind of raw, uncut. So they're pretty long. But he makes stuff that sounds like it should be on lo-fi hip hop beats to study and relax to. So really dope artist. Next we have Bukisa or Bookisa by Flughand. Very downtown jazz, lo-fi jazz hip hop, or just lo-fi jazz hop, and it's really really good.
What is
I'm
that
not
one
gonna
called?
lie. It's called Bookisa. Book, and then you have ISA. I don't know if I said that correctly, but really good. Next we have Mandu, which is also by Flughand and Stetchy. Stetchy's a saxophone artist. So pretty much Bakisa, but a little bit more lighter in the sounds, and you just got a bunch of like saxophone melodies on it, so it's really cool. Check it out if you're interested. Next we have This Thing of Ours 1 and 2. So there's 2 projects by The Alchemist, which he just featured a bunch of artists that I already kind of mentioned: Avi, Earl, Boldy, Mike, all them niggas. So really dope. Um, Next we have TV62 by Bruiser Brigade, which, if you guys don't know, Bruiser Brigade is a group affiliated with Danny Brown and some other really dope artists, which I will get to because some of their albums that came out this year are on my top.
They also all stream. I'm
Oh, they
pretty sure.
do?
I think
I
don't
know
if
Bruiser
all of them
Brigade
stream.
streams, but
I
I know
know-
Danny streams. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny streams, and I think like 2 or 3 members of Bruiser Brigade stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually have to look into that because I know they play video games. But yeah, that's really good. Next we have Santa Barbara by Fat Ray. I'm not gonna lie, Fat Ray has the hardest single I've heard in 2021.
Okay.
It's called Flight Risk, I think. I don't know which one it was. I gotta go back. I already forgot, but yeah, really good. Jazz, dark, hip hop. Next we have Boy Anonymous, by Paris, Texas. What are the genres for this one? This one's very like punk rock type of feel, a little bit of hip hop. It's definitely different from what I usually listen to, but I really messed with it. They're like a pretty much a band, so they're really dope. Then next we have Dope Game Stupid by Bruiser Wolf. So he's also part of Bruiser
Brigade?
Brigade. Yep, really dope album. We got God Goku Jay-Z by Just. And I'm not gonna lie, he has Fat Ray on one of his singles, and they literally just spit Dragon Ball Z lines like throughout that whole thing. It goes.
Okay.
I'm not lying to you. So it's really
Okay.
dope. Dark hip hop, alternative hip hop. And then we got Caso de Amor Brasileiro by Psalm Trees. So this is jazz hop, very influenced Brazilian sounds, bossa nova music, but just in a more jazz hop feel. Really, really good. I think Psalm Trees kills it in these type of samples. Next we have Magic by Nas, this was dropped I think 2 days after Christmas. So interesting. And that is the last album.
How did
That's
you
my
feel
list.
about Magic by Nas?
I would say it's better than King's Disease 1, in my personal opinion.
Mhm.
It's on par. It's questionable whether it's better than Nasir. Is that how you say that one
I
album?
think
It's Nasir the black and white one?
Nasir.
Yeah, it was produced by Kanye. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
said
so
it's questionable if it's on par with if it's on par with Nasir?
yeah, because he's been doing this with like Hit Boy for the last 3 projects,
Yeah.
and this was all produced by Hit Boy. So it was really good. Very soulful. I don't know. It was very short too. It was like 8 tracks, and he was just hitting. He was just flowing. He just did not miss a mark on any of the songs. I don't think it's better than King's Disease 2, but I do think it's like it's one of those albums that feel like I'm gonna give you this until next year before I drop more music or something like that.
Mhm.
So it's really dope in my opinion. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. All right, Nick.
Well, I meant to listen to a lot more this year, but I just never got around to it. I did listen to some albums that have been previously named, but I'll just name standouts of those, and then some that I listened to, like just some that I just listened to. Looking at this list, some of these are shit, so I'm gonna try to not mention them. But there is one that's looking me in the eyes, is staring at me, and I might have to bring it up. Josh, you know which one that is. So at the beginning of this year, I listened to an album that came out last year that I meant to listen to. Very long album. And it was one of the first albums I listened to this year. And that is, I might have talked about it on the podcast. It's Spirit World Hand Guide, One of those two by Aesop Rock, which
Oh, I gotta
if
get
you
into that.
if you've been on the podcast, you know that I may or may not be a big fan of Aesop Rock's work.
Really good.
And with that album, I liked it. I don't think I liked it as much as Impossible Kid. No, I definitely didn't like it as much as Impossible Kid. Because I think Skeleton, Impossible Kid era Aesop is like that might be his peak. It might be. But I did like it more than Malibu Ken. I didn't think Malibu Ken was bad, but there's not many go back to tracks on Malibu Ken. I do like the vibe of Malibu Ken. It was really different. It was very like retro wave hip hop, like weird rap style stuff, which was really cool. And I'm almost certain it was inspired by Hotline Miami as well. Especially with like the art style of the album cover. And like the sound of the actual like production, which that's interesting, and obviously like I like that, right? Or like something in that vein. It may not necessarily be Hotline Miami, but something in like that same region. And so I thought it was pretty good. What else did I listen to? Call Me If You Get Lost. Man.
Yeah. Tyler did his thing, man.
That I say it a lot, but if you told me that Call Me If You Get Lost was the last album, I'd believe you.
Yeah. I can see it being the last.
It's such a culmination of all of his styles over the years.
Yeah.
Like formed into one project. And so it's just like and seeing how he handles it is just so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's LP. Listen to LP. It was my first project from JPEG Mafia I ever listened to, and
Didn't disappoint.
that we'll talk about top fives a little bit. That might be up there. We'll talk about it. This one's staring at me. It keeps staring at me, so I'm just gonna say it and clear the room. Because PJ already brought up one that made me cringe this episode, so what's another? BT3. Bobby Tarantino 3.
Oh fuck!
Oh my goodness. Top 5?
I'll fucking kill you. In GTA, of course.
In GTA.
GTA.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. Vince Staples. I listened to Vince Staples. Very good album. I like that one a lot, especially as a Vince Staples fan. I am a big fan of Vince Staples' work.
Got personal on that one.
He did get a lot more personal than he usually does, and I really like. And there's like 3 tracks on there that might be like some of my favorite tracks. Period.
Yeah.
Like they're like, what is it? The opening track. What's the name of the fucking opening track? I think the name of the opening track is like Law of Averages?
Yeah.
It's either Law of Averages or Sundown Town. No. I know it was Are You With That, I think.
Are You With That? Okay.
I think Are You With That. Are You With That was the first track. I think that one is really fucking good. I like Law of Averages.
Yeah, Kenny did his thing.
Kenny fucking. There was one track, or there was like 1 or 2 tracks on there that I think were solely produced by Kenny. Those are the tracks for my favorite beats. So
Is the one with the Spanish sample?
Yes, the one with the Spanish guitar in the background. Yes, that was him. That's also my favorite song of that album. I'm trying to remember what the fuck that song's called. I'm trying to think. I think that's Take Me Home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think that Take Me Home is the one I'm thinking of. That one's so fucking good. Next we have Joyful Style, which was Bradio's album that came out this year. I'm also a huge Bradio fan. Fucking, they killed that shit. There is not a single miss. Joyful Style. It's Bradio's last album. They also released a few singles recently, like in the past month. They released about 3 singles. I listened to the newest one last night. It came out a little bit before New Year's, so like the 28th, 27th, something like that. I
Yeah.
think I sent it to PJ. I think it was in call with PJ when I listened to it.
Yeah, I think you did send me that.
And that if the next album they do is gonna sound anything like the singles they're dropping now, next album is gonna be might even be better than Joyful Style in all honesty. But yeah, it's just fucking soul, man.
Mm.
I got nothing else to say
Old
other
and
than
funk
that.
music, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then of course I did listen to Donda. I got a lot of opinions on Donda.
Mhm.
Just make the album shorter, and it's one of the.
Oh,
one of
yeah, that was
Kanye's
like
best.
2
Make it
hours.
shorter. Make it shorter, and that's one of Kanye's best albums.
Problem wasn't even that it was long. It was just overplayed to me. And not overplayed like everyone's fucking just like, oh my gosh, Donda. But just like there are parts that I was like, this doesn't need to go on for that long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Mhm.
Here's my thing though, is that there are very few songs in the second half that are as good as most of the songs in the first half, barring Remote Control. I think Remote Control fucking sucks. But barring that, I mean, like, a lot of the second half songs, there's like a few that are really good in the second half, you know, especially with the deluxe version, because like there's what's the song with Andre 3K? That one's on Life of the Party. That
Yeah,
one's on
is
the,
that, like, the
the
first
bottom
track?
half.
Or-
I thought that was on the bottom half of the deluxe.
I thought that was like the first.
It might be, because if it is, then then that fits with my statement either way.
All I know is as soon as they were like, yeah, 3 stacks, I was like, all right, well, you know,
All right, this is the best song of the album. This is, and I mean, Life of the Party was really good. Life of the Party was really good. I was banging that shit out before it was even dropped on the deluxe.
Oh yeah, the leaks.
Yeah. Shout out to Drake. Why would you kill yourself like that? Like, why did you do that? Who told you that would be a good idea to do that? But regardless, yeah, it's Donda isn't bad. I do like Donda, but I just feel like it's a little too much.
Okay.
I listened to Quest.
Mhm.
The Quest, my bad. The Quest by Yes, the band.
Okay. Oh, you got opinions
I
on that.
talked about this one on the podcast, I'm pretty sure.
oh yeah, it.
I think again another album you take the last 4 songs off. Amazing fucking record. But with the last 4 songs, it's an alright record.
Mhm.
The first like 7 songs are fucking heat. And I like the concept because it's like equivocating the real world to like a fantasy RPG setting. It's interesting. But I just wish those last 3 or 4 tracks weren't there because it does kind of drag on, and also they just kind of don't sound as good as the last, like, you know, before it. I listened to what's another one? Melodic Blue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I did like Melodic Blue. I won't even hold you, especially for a first album. Melodic Blue is really fucking good, man.
Mm.
I gotta be honest.
Is
Melodic
that
Blue.
Billy King?
Yeah, that's Baby Kim. There's like 3 or 4 tracks on there. Again, there's like 3 or 4 that I could do without. But I mean,
Her first. That's pretty fucking good.
yeah, no, yeah, and it's like, granted,
Just
Durag
don't say it.
Activity,
Oh, about to say.
Durag Activity, y'all could have done without that one. I feel like.
Was that the
Y'all-
one with Travis?
Yeah,
Mm.
that was the one with Travis. There's just a lot of lines in that song that I'm like, who the fuck greenlit this? Because there's like a point in the song where, like, I forget the lines exactly, but it sounds like he's getting mad that his niggas won't let him run a train on their girl. And it's like, but then there's also like lines in the song where he's like, won't ever share my bitch or some shit. It's like, I don't know, man. So like, you could have just done without Durag Activity. Like, I get it, you know, everybody likes the catchy ass hook for it, you know, the Durag Activity. Everybody like I get that, right? But like, we could have gone without that song. I feel like,
Yeah, the last few tracks just, I don't know.
yeah, but like
different to me.
everything else, like it's a solid project.
Yeah, he
It's
did
a
his
very
he
solid
did his
project, and the
thing.
production. I mean, his production is insane. He's so good at production. And he always does like these multi-layered, like multi-act beats too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I love that.
Yeah, he was
I
on his
think
Kanye.
I think it's very unique. I think it's very cool how he does it. And he has a very unique sound. And if he keeps doing what he does, then he's gonna be really fucking big. I got nothing else to say other than that. I also listened to From the Heart Volume 2 at the beginning of this year. I did like From the Heart Volume 2. I've been a big Chris Patrick fan for a while. It's funny because I found him like he dropped, I think it was Whippin', is one of the first songs on his YouTube channel. He dropped that like a few days before he was on the 2019 Pokemon Cypher. And I don't remember how I found it, but I found Whippin'. And then the Cypher came out and I was like, what the fuck are the odds that this thing is here? I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And he fucking killed it in that too. And so like ever since then I was just like, fuck it. Like he's sick.
Yeah.
And he now that PJ's mentioned it, yeah, he does sound like Sonya. That is crazy. Like I didn't even. You're all right. And then album I listened to literally earlier today. It came out a while ago. I've been meaning to listen to it. Garbology by Aesop Rock.
There you go.
Now as opposed to Spirit World Tour Guide, which also was a very long project, Garbology is very short. It's a 14-track project. And as opposed to Spirit World Tour Guide, which was like 20 something, like 23 or something. And Garbology, I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Again, he always does these experimental production. He does different types of production that don't normally fit hip hop. Like for example, Impossible Kid, he has a very like electronic beats. I'll say they're very like EDM type hip hop beats, and so it's very interesting to hear that. And like with Spirit World Tour Guide, it was more traditional, but it was a lot of rock sound. It's a lot of like harder rock sounds. Malibu Kin was very like retro synth wavy type shit. And with Garbology, it's oh man, how do I explain it? It's like it's a lot more in your face than a lot of the shit he does. And it kind of is more hip hop than the other stuff he does because it's kind of boom bappy. But it's very like trippy. It's like psychedelic hip hop. And I'm pretty sure he wrote the album after like a bad trip because there's like a song or two that talk about said trip. And so it's very interesting, and it was produced by Blockhead, I believe, who is a pretty decently well known hip hop and like electronic producer. And so like it's a very, very strange sounding album. I also definitely like it more than Malibu Kin. I definitely like it more than Spirit World Tour Guide. There's some songs on there that kind of give me Skeleton vibes, which, like I said, if you ask me, I think Skeleton, Impossible Kid era Aesop is like possibly peak. And so like he kind of has a little bit of that on there. And like it's competing with those two albums for me. But I'd have to listen to it again to give you like a full opinion. But I think Garbology, especially after Spirit World Tour Guide, is actually really good. And like I said, Spirit World Tour Guide is not bad in the slightest. And I actually kind of like the sound of the beats more on Spirit World Tour Guide. But it's just, it was long, and there were some tracks that just sounded kind of samey. And Garbology doesn't have that. Garbology is... it's also a lot more, like, with the rapping as well, it's a lot more in your face and shit than what it usually does. Because, like, you know, Aesop Rock's kind of known for, like, he does wordplay and uses, like, really large vocabulary and talks about, like, different shit in metaphorical ways and stuff. Just because it's how he does, is his take on it. But the way that he goes about it here is, like, he still does that, but he manages to keep it, like, a lot more concise, I guess. And so it's, like, it's very interesting, and he does it very well, and I like that album a lot. And that's about all I'll bring up for now. There were some some I meant to get to this year, right?
Mhm.
Like I don't think it came out this year. I found out about it this year.
Mm.
But Joey Pert, who's an artist that I like, but I don't keep him on my radar as much as I should, dropped a project named Up Late, which is
Okay.
it's like update. It's 2 words, up late. And I'm pretty sure that it's because he hasn't released anything in a while that he dropped that. And I still need to give that a listen. If you guys don't know who Joey Perp is, he dropped one of my favorite projects of all time. And that is Eye Drops.
Okay.
And Eye Drops was, dude, that was like, cause it's weird to think that out of Chance the Rapper's friend group, he's the only one that really got big per se. And so like, Joey Perp is part of that group, and he's still like kind of underground. And he's just like a killer on the mic. It's for, at least in Eye Drops, he can tell a really good story while having like really good wordplay and like good bars. But it's not even just the writing that's great. It's like he can make his shit sound fun while being steep, which is really, I just love stuff that's kind of like,
interesting.
yeah. And like I love stuff that can like fly over your head.
Mm-hmm.
But like in Eye Drops there are some songs that aren't like in that tone. They aren't like the more fun type things. But then you get to songs like Girls Out is like a nice break. It's like an actual happy song. And then there's like Photo Booth, which is a bit more on the steep end about like, the bad shit that people can get up to. But it sounds like a typical song of like a nigga rapping about bitches. And so like I like shit like that. But then he also has more steep songs on there. Like, he has one of my favorite songs of all time, Corner Store. Corner Store, amazing song. His I think Saba's on it. And that song is really fucking good. Then there's, what's it called? What's the other track I was thinking of? It's another track on there. I'm trying to remember the name, man. I can't remember the name. But there is one track on Eye Drops that sucks, and that's God Buddy. But we're just not gonna talk about that song. Everything else is good. But yeah, I need to listen to Up Late still. I haven't listened to it at all yet, and that's one that I really want to get around to.
Okay.
What is the time? Sorry.
It is 2:03.
Oh shit! Wow.
So yeah, we can get into top fives and then probably wrap the episode up.
I do not have a top 5.
That's fair. You did
No.
not. Yeah, you did mention that you didn't listen to too much. But hey, Josh, so top 5 looking like G.
Okay. Top 5. First is Haram. Second is LP. Third is, damn, this is hard. Third is Caso de Amor Brasilio by Psalm Trees.
Mm.
Fourth, damn. Okay, let me look down. Fourth is Santa Barbara by Fat Ray.
Okay.
And fifth is I guess I have to pick between them, but it could be 1 or 2. This Thing of Ours by The Alchemist. It could be any one of those.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my top 5.
You aren't gonna bring up Haram?
Yeah, that's my top for that's the first one. You want me to explain it?
No,
or?
I was just saying I didn't. I was just wondering.
Yeah, so that's first. But
Let's
yeah.
see. For me, I'd say, from 5th to 1st. 5th, I'll give to Uh, Donda.
Okay.
I can fit the Donda. Good album. And like it's in the top 5. But it's just like just shorten it, brother. Just
Yep.
shorten it.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth would probably be Joyful Style.
Okay.
Not a single miss on that album. I just like it. It just sounds nice. 3. Vince Staples.
Mm.
Yeah, 3 is Vince Staples.
Okay.
I like Vince Staples a lot. 2. Oh fuck, which one's first and which one's second here? Oh fuck. I'll flip a coin.
Okay. Bringing out the quarter.
Yeah. All right. Number 2. Okay. Tails. It's okay. Oop. Hold on. I dropped it. We gotta flip again. God damn it. Okay. Shit.
Mm.
I do best 2 out of 3 with all my coin flips. So.
Okay.
All right. 2 is LP
Okay.
by JPEG Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1 is Call Me If You Get Lost.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And that would be my top 5 right there. If From the Heart Volume 2 came out this year, I would have put it up there, but it did not.
Mm.
So, just so y'all know that I would have put that at like number 3 or 2.
Nice.
Yeah, that's first episode back.
Yes, sir. We back in here, man. Real quick, also, want to shout out anyone who's been recently following on the social media pages and supporting. Really appreciate y'all as usual. If you want to say something to us or whatever you want to say, like maybe, oh, well, this is what I feel like maybe you should do this, or throw an idea, whatever you want to say, man, just either YouTube comments or either of the other social media
Yeah,
platforms.
something on
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok,
Mhm.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm always hawking it. Sure y'all doing the same. So yeah,
Yep.
we out there. Thank you for supporting multiracial business as usual.
Anything you guys want to end this episode off with?
Welcome to season 5. I hope that this season is actually on some other shit. Just me personally.
Mm.
I don't know why, but I just feel something from season 5.
Mm.
So
Goal for season 5 is we were able to get a decent amount of subscribers near the end of last year when we started like taking the social media and stuff seriously. That was only like a month or 2. So goal, let's try to aim for, let's aim small. Let's aim for like 50 subscribers by episode 50. How about that?
Yes, sir.
How about that, boys?
We can go past that actually.
I mean, no, obviously, I didn't say we had to stop at 50. I was just saying let's aim to have at least 50. But niggas want to be the actually niggas, I guess. It's fine, whatever.
Well, actually.
Well, actually. All right. Well,
I don't know. It just feels good to be back. Got the shit rolling.
It does feel good to be back. See y'all later.